Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. The City of Cleveland and the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission has teamed up with the Bob Burton Foundation to bring a new summer series to the City of Cleveland sports scene. Cleveland Bike Life, a rider-safe zone, is a motocross event created to offer alternatives for street riding to ensure the safety of residents, riders, police officers, and the community. Whether it's dirt bikes, four-wheelers, or motorcycles, Cleveland's bike life scene has grown exponentially.
When this first started coming up, the Sports Commission started looking into opportunities in the dirt bike community, regionally and nationally, and what we found is that there is a huge groundswell. It's definitely a growing, up and coming sport, and so that excited us because, as you know, the Sports Commission is all about bringing in events that create economic opportunity, and we see some real opportunity here.
But how did the culture evolve from the dirt to the streets?
And here in Cleveland, guys would leave that park and go across town to the next park. But in order to get to that park, you had to ride your bike. So it became, I pop in the wheelie and I rode past a girl or whoever and they liked it. Now it became more exhilarating for me to ride through traffic and the people see me then actually going to the park.
This summer series of events are open and free to the public. Riders will be able to openly ride on a course, learn about maintenance for your vehicle, as well as lessons on proper riding gear.
When they come down here, they don't have to worry about getting chased by the police, which is crazy dangerous because you're not only putting yourself in harm, you're putting other citizens at harm, including the police officer, and all the different scenarios don't exist here, and it's free. It's free for the riders. This is what it's all about because it's about the riders themselves, and we're trying to show them that we don't want your money. We're not trying to take from you. We're trying to give to you, and that's what it's all about. And as long as we're providing a space for them, they'll continue to come.
Give us a spot where we don't got to get chased and give us a spot where we can have willies and get records and be on Instagram live, stuff like that. That's all we want is just to have attention. All we want is to do willies and just have fun. We don't want to get chased. We don't want to run, break the law, but we just want to pop willies, man. That's all we want to do.
Bob Burton, grandfather to Johnny and Dwayne, has had his entire family invested in the motorcycle culture for multiple decades.
I've been trying to get something like this since back in the 70s. I done lived and see my grandsons and them try to do what I couldn't do.
In the long term, I believe that this will become a true sport, and a lot of people will invest in it. This, just like any other alternative sport that's out here, it takes time for it to grow and people to actually see the potential that it has. And like I say, when the city invested in it and helped and put their neck out on the line for this, then you realize that, hey, this could be something. And just like skateboarding and anything else, all we got to do is give them an opportunity and let them create it, and it'll happen.
Hopefully, this event can lead up to Cleveland hosting a major motocross event in the future. If you're an avid cyclist or just a casual rider and you're having a few technical difficulties with your cycle, the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission and the City of Cleveland's Recreation Department created a bike fixing event open to all.
I'm very excited to have the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission out here with the Bike Co-op people that are helping us out, help the community out. This is the end of a four-stop session for these organizations to come out and help our community members. They started off at Michael Zone Recreation Center. They went to Estherbrook Rec Center, had an event last night at Fairfax Recreation Center, and now they're finishing up at Collinwood Recreation Center. So they're helping people throughout all over the city to help repair their bikes, maybe give some feedback on how to take better care of their bikes so that they can use that as a mode of transportation, especially during the summer while we have some nice weather.
This bike fixing event started to coincide with the Sports Commission's major cycling event, Neo Cycle.
So this is a free fix-a-thon. So our goal is to bring the folks from Ohio City Bicycle Co-op, who are actually the mechanics here fixing the bikes, out to the communities, out to the different rec centers, out to those who may not be able to get down to their location in Cleveland, and just offer them using bikes as a way to education as well as transportation throughout the summer. We've actually extended it this year, so it will be, since now that they're in May, and the weather's a little bit nicer, our goal and hope is that people will continue to use their bikes throughout the summer, all in the hopes that they'll end up at Neo Cycle at Edgewater September 7th through 9th.
This fix-a-thon was offered at 4 different recreation centers around the city.
Well, they did an event at Estherbrook around their bike-a-thon event for the community, so they had a great turnout there. At Fairfax, I heard they had a tremendous turnout last night, and then I know they were taking tons of registrations here at Collinwood, so it just shows that the community really needs this and is really excited about it. And they returned at Zone again this year. They had done it a couple years ago there, and it got a great response there in the community. So again, it's just a wonderful thing that we can offer to our community members.
I come to the Collinwood Rec Center to swim, and while I was in the pool, they told me they had a bike clinic coming up, which was a blessing for me because I have a bike that I haven't ridden in 8 years. I need to ride it for my health, and to come and get it fixed for free, come on, you can't beat that price. It was great. I mean, for the community, I mean, how many people can get in better shape this summer from a free bike clinic? It's just great. I love Cleveland. I love Collinwood. I love this rec center. It is really great. It really is.
The Fix-a-thon is the first phase to the Sports Commission's Earn a Bike program that they host in collaboration with the rec centers each year.
Then starting on June 15th, we'll have our field day where we invite 200 plus youth out. They'll go through education-themed activities, mental energy through yoga and bikes as energy. We have mental energy, youth, nutrition and energy, and all of that is in the hopes that they'll earn a bicycle, helmet, and safety lock during their distribution day on July 13th. So in total, 150 kids will receive this packet this year. In total, over the past 4 summers, we've given away over 540 of these sets, and again, going on the 5th year this coming June.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Our Better Business Bureau helped us avoid losing thousands of dollars to a loan modification scam.
My BBB helped me find a mechanic I can trust.
My BBB helped our company show support for high ethical standards in the communities we serve.
My BBB helped boost my company's online presence and brought in new customers.
Find out what your BBB can do for you at www.bbb.org.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. Through the partnership of the Browns and the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, Cleveland was chosen to host the 2019 CONCACAF Gold Cup.
We are one of 15 cities that will be a host of the event throughout the tournament, and this is a very large and very exciting event overall, and very large and very exciting for every city that hosts. Another thing that we feel very strongly about, this is just another in a great line of partnerships between the Cleveland Browns, the City of Cleveland, and the Sports Commission for hosting major events. We first hosted as a community here at First Energy Stadium CONCACAF Gold Cup back in 2017, last year. The event had 28,000 fans. And not only was it a significant fan base, but those fans were from 44 states, from 1,400 zip codes. And what that means is it's an incredibly impactful event for our community, an event that we estimate will bring in over $5 million into the local economy.
On behalf of the Browns, let me say we're excited to welcome Gold Cup back to First Energy Stadium in 2019 after hosting for the first time in 2017. It's an honor to be chosen as a back-to-back host in one of the 15 cities that David talked about before to be selected to host this great international event. Thanks to CONCACAF for the great working relationship we developed over the past few years and for their dedication to Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. Also some credit to the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission and all the work that they do year-round here championing Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, both regionally, locally, and nationally. Also appreciate the city's continual support and dedication to champion and make the city of Cleveland welcome to not only the local Clevelanders, but any visitors visiting Cleveland and Northeast Ohio.
On behalf of Mayor Frank Jackson and the City of Cleveland, this is a partnership. This is what we do. We are excited to be a part of today's announcement and to welcome you back to the City of Cleveland. As you all know, we have a strong working relationship with not just the Cleveland Browns, but also the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission. And, you know, everyone knows we are a sports town. Make no mistake. I think this gives us an opportunity to take that and showcase it on the international level even more so that people realize that sports is embedded in us. I don't think people realize that. I don't know if you ever see on the beginning of the year and the little babies and they generally have on a sports team outfit if they're in Cleveland. That's how serious this is to us, and this is just another opportunity for us to take that to the next level.
We had a very positive experience in 2017, being the first time that the Gold Cup was brought to Cleveland. Of course, when you go into a new market, you have a lot of uncertainties, but the turnout was excellent. I mean, working with not only the Browns, but the local government and the agencies that were involved in the promotion and the organization left us with a very good experience. It was a no-brainer to decide to come back 2 years later.
And what are the certain things that you look for in a host city?
We look for the commitment not only of the host city as a whole, but the fans and the turnout. I mean, this 2017 edition, didn't give enough time to plan perhaps and promote it. Now, being announced a whole year in advance or more than a year in advance will give a lot of lead time. So we're expecting even a bigger turnout. And so I think it's a commitment from the city and the government and the team and the host stadium together as a whole, working as a team to promote the event and get the fans excited throughout the years and the months leading up to the competition.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship games, head over to our TV20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.